All right, take two. Hello. It's been a little bit since I've posted a video. Excuse me. I um I have released pre-release version 0.1 and now I'm working on 0.2. I'm working in 1 month long iterations and each month has approximately uh I guess you want to call them two sprints. That's how I'm kind of doing it for my own side project just to help me stay organized and not get overwhelmed. So this current release has been just mostly bug fixes and life quality of life improvements as I've tested the program myself. Plenty of work to be done. Honestly, still can't do much with this database, but we're getting there. So um, first things first is we're gonna go ahead and log in. So I've updated the login, the auth. Basically, there was this weird bug where the user could log in. They had to enter the correct username and the correct password, but the moment they did a log out, it would, and then log back in, it would break. So I also did I hid your password. So in the event you're sharing a screen or somebody's looking at you do something, they can't really see your password. I think that's a good little addition. Okay, now we're in. So previously, if I clicked enter right here, it would just it would recognize that there's no command, no arguments being sent to the parser and thus to the command line itself. Um, so what happens now is if I click enter, we get this little message: invalid command, space or blank. Please enter a valide. I need to change that. OstrichDB command. So in the event you enter any words or commands like that just aren't in here, you'll get an invalid command. Now, if you go ahead, let's create a collection. So if we do new collection, and we'll just name it test. Okay, we create our collection. You see it over here in the file explorer. Now let's do that again, but mess it up. New collection, and we won't name it. We just want to create one that's blank. We get this incomplete command, correct usage, new collection with the collection name. So this goes down for each level, for collections, for clusters, for records. It also is in place for, I believe I did it for each command. I may have missed one, but I'll go back and double check. Um, so there's little messages like this for each layer and each command. So let's take a look at our test collection file, uh, our collection or data. And again, collections are just databases, or .ost files are collections, which are just databases. Same thing, interchangeable phrases. So we can see here this metadata. I fixed the generation for the time of creation or creation date. That bug was a little annoying. I had to create several buffers for this. Because previously I was using one buffer that would just take in the value of the uh, next thing that's put in that buffer, and it would put it there, and it was messing it all up. You can still see this time last modified is still just like a placeholder. Um, we also have file size. So let's go ahead and try something here. Let's go ahead and do new cluster foo within collection test. So we're making a new cluster within our database, and there it is. Now you may also notice that placeholder is gone. It's got the date last modified, which is today. Happens to be the same time we created it. And the file size has been changed from, what was it before? 187 to 298 in bytes. So this is good. This will kind of help keep track of things in the future. Um, so anytime that a command that modifies or manipulates or interacts, well, not interacts with, but modifies data is executed, these two key values are updated. Whereas if you just use the fetch command, well, you didn't do anything but retrieve that data. So these won't be updated. So that's pretty cool, a little quality of life thing I've been working on. We also, let's see here. There was a let's go ahead and add a couple new collections, but we're going to do it from our focus mode. So we're going to go ahead and do focus. I don't know if I showed off focus mode last time. I may have. I didn't check my last videos that I posted. I kind of forgot. But we're going to do focus collection test. If you don't know what focus does, or focus mode, essentially it automatically takes the previous arguments. So for example, when I did uh, new collection test, we're essentially saying anything in focus mode, anything that we do is going to be within the collection test, right? So if I decided to do new cluster bar, I didn't have to do new cluster bar within collection test. We just did new cluster bar because we are in focus mode, or we're focused, excuse me, we're focused on that collection. So that's pretty cool. Um, so let's add another one real quick just for the demo. New cluster BOS, and there it is. BOS gets created. So previously there was this crazy bug where the erase command would kind of work and kind of not. If, let's say, using these three examples, if I erased BOS, then it would be fine. Everything would work just fine. If I erased bar, everything would fine. Everything would be fine. If I erased BOS and then immediately after that bar, or bar then immediately after that BOS, didn't matter. Everything would work fine. But if I erased foo, or whichever the top cluster is in that particular collection or database, it would delete not only foo, but everything up here in the metadata too. So that I just fixed that bug, as you can see just now. Fix erase command bug. I just fixed that one. So let's try it out. Erase cluster bar. And now, oh, I also added in confirmation. Previously, if you wanted to delete something or use the erase command, it would just erase it. Now it asks you, like, are you sure this can't be undone? Even though technically it really could. You just got to go to your files and restore it, your trash, and restore the file as it stands. But eventually, maybe I'll break those files, that data down. I think that'd be very important for security reasons. So it asks you if you're sure. You're going to go ahead and say, if you say no, well, it won't do it. But if you go ahead and do that again, erase cluster bar, I spelled it wrong. Oops. Erase cluster bar and do yes. There it is. Bar is now gone. So now if we do erase cluster foo, confirm it, and now foo's gone. Easy day. So let's go ahead and do rename cluster BOS to hello. There we go. I did just add in this. We'll take a look at that later. But anyway, so that's that. And to get out of focus mode, oh, I should say this. If you want to say erase collection and you try to erase a collection you're currently focused on, so test, get a little thing here. Cannot erase a collection while in focus mode. I'm not allowing it just to prevent things from getting broken when they don't need to be. So if you want to get out of focus mode, you can always just close your program with Control-C or however you close it on your OS. Or you can do the unfocus command. This takes in no arguments. And then you're now out of focus mode. Okay. So that's really about it. I've done some other changes, mostly just bug fixes. I've restructured the project a little bit. I'm still working on a lot. Let's go over to the old to-do board here. So I've still got these ones to do for sure. I got about 3 weeks before the next release is supposed to come out, so I have plenty of time. I've been brainstorming a lot and getting more ideas and implementing them as I go. So that, I believe, is really it. I don't know if I've done anything further, so I'm gonna end it here rather than just mumbling. But yeah, thanks for watching. Peace.